So guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Yoga Arabi. That stands for Rose Basimira. And of course, as you see in the title, we're going to talk about the rich, famous, and African. The new series that was on Netflix, The Futures, the rich, famous, and African. Not to be a party pooper from the beginning, but maybe I wish that I knew all of them. Like going into the show, I knew only 3 people. That's Zari, the boss lady, Diamond Platinums, and Tubaba, Idibia, I don't know. You are my African queen, The rest, I'm sorry, I did not know. I'd heard of DJ Naked, but I didn't know how he looked like or anything, but that is something I've seen somewhere, but that's like about it. So, mainly today I'm here to discuss about all that saga of Zari and the other people against everyone in the house, blah, 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 like my own opinion of what I think about it. Be free to comment your opinion in the comment section. If you want to be against me, to be with me, it's your choice. Everyone has their own opinion. Everyone has what they think. My thoughts are not like the perfect. It's not like scripture, Bible, or whatever. It's not. That's just what I think about it when I watch the show. I think maybe most of it might have been scripted a bit, but let's not go into that, right? I'm just reacting and giving my opinion on the show itself. Let's say like what happened is 100% the truth. Okay, so I'm going to give my opinion on that. So if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell button, get notified every time I upload, like, comment, of course, and share. Help me and the algorithm of YouTube. So yeah, let's go into details. We go to episode 1. I don't know people's names, so when you see me looking to the left, I'm trying to see the name of someone who is certain here because I like I told you, I know only 3 people. The others I didn't know them, and yeah, I binge watched it, but forgot most of the names. So, there was this saga between Zari and almost everyone in the house. Not in the house, as if this is Big Brother house. Everyone on the show. But she comes in later, like around 2nd, 3rd episode. But before we go into that, let's first think about something. Everyone makes mistakes. Not everyone is always right. Even though you're an adult, even though you're how many years old, everyone has mistakes they do. But how do you handle those things? So if we're going to throw shade or hate across someone, let it be evenly distributed, right? If someone did something wrong and you get mad at them, okay, good, that's you. But why is it that a lot of people got mad about Zari doing something that was so minor, and there's something big that happened in 1st episode, and I don't recall anyone apologizing for it. So here is what I think. That there's that thing that happened between Annie and Kanye. Yeah. So of course Annie was thinking about Kanye's parenting skills, and they had that fight at the ball. Even when Kanye went to Annie's place to see her, they just exchanged words. I didn't see anything like an apology, but that thing was a big issue. Like, how did you treat a girl like that? Because I felt like that was something big, but I never saw anything like an apology, and I didn't see them pushing it on for a long time. It just got covered somehow, and yeah, gone, forgotten, moved on. Nobody gave a shit. No one cared, right? That happens. So here we are. Kanye is Zari's friend because she went and met her in episode 2. And was just checking in, how are you, Diamond, blah, 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 blah. But then before that, I remember in episode 1, Kanye was trying to hook up her friend Nakai Nadia with Diamond Platinum's friend. I don't know if you even have really friends in the rich, because I think sometimes some things are just business partnerships. Because friend, I'm your friend, and then you're going to hook up your friend with my ex guy, like my baby daddy of 2 meanwhile, but then we are all going to be in the circle of the same friends. Like, what are you doing? And then you're claiming that we are a group of friends. That thing didn't sit well with me that Kanye did. Moving on, because Nadia comes in, of course she's feeling the vibes of Diamond, and then Diamond invites Zari, making the things awkward. And then the moment, where does the problem start from? It begins from the inner person. Zari walks in at the Arabic night, I do not remember. And then Then when she walks in, everyone is like, she walks in, everyone is quiet, everyone is giving good comments, and you can feel it like, okay, they can feel like a powerful person has entered. No problem with that. There's no problem with acknowledging someone if they are what they are. No problem. But at that point, they start, how can you have such a friendship with your baby daddy? Something else is going on. Like what? You have, most of them are actually mothers. So you want your kids to see their parents being on bad terms just because, okay, the dad cheated? So if they try to be on good terms, he comes home to see his children, they are in good terms, they're in good co-parenting situation, their kids are not having any difficulty, then no, there's definitely something going on, this and this and this. If something will go on with you, doesn't mean, stop reflecting yourself on others. That thing went bad with me. Okay, she reached and she gave him a gift. She has not seen her baby dad in a long time, and she said that's an East African thing. You go over to someone's party, you don't go empty-handed. If they invited, you don't go empty-handed. Mostly if it's a house party, like at home. If it's like maybe you went to like a hotel or something, it's understandable. Like the ball thing, that's understandable. But this was a small get-together. No paparazzi, no what, apart from, of course, the camera that was recording the whole event. And you go into someone's home and you go empty-handed. You don't do that in East Africa. You go with a gift. You even brought him a gift. You guys were exchanging gifts. Girls, please. Get your phone before, okay, you're inquiring, okay, that's already, we're moving on. You're already having that thing of like, I don't think they're this, I don't think like this. You're already putting us somewhere. You already have that mentality in you being against her. We move from there. Of course, now there's that issue of Baba and the phone calls. I don't know how many times it happened, because of course sometimes not everything that goes on makes the cut into the final thing that we see. Some things are left out, so we don't know who was lying or not. Now here, I kind of do not agree with what Zari did. People might be saying she's just defending Zari because she's Ugandan. No, this thing that Zari did, where she took Baba aside and she was like, okay, the part of where she was like, I think your wife was asking how I know you. She would have said it in like a funny, jokingly way. That's okay. I don't mind that part. But that part of like calling her, Annie, come here. And then she's like, me and your husband did not bang. That did not sit right with me. With everything that happened, that I did not agree. Sorry, what you did there was not, I can't think, that wasn't smooth, girl. That wasn't cool. But like I said, everyone makes mistakes. So I acknowledge that she made a mistake there. What she did, it was a bit demeaning of someone to do that in front of someone's husband. It would make the other woman feel bad. You get? Maybe I guess she was asking too much, but you have to sometimes put yourself in someone's shoes and understand where they are coming from, which is understandable at that point. So she did a mistake. They have to be like, yeah, people saying what she did was not good at that point. I agree. But here comes the thing. They meet up for a dinner, for a lunch or something, and go at each other. There I still feel like all of them were in the wrong. Zari did something wrong, but when Annie came to confront her about it, she didn't go about it the right way. Because Zari came like a bit peaceful and calm and all that, you get it? What like not pissed. She came with fire, blue, 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 blue. And because of that, like if you do not step down to listen, things are going to get out of control. And that's what they did. Nothing was resolved. Things just became more. But what I want to compare this situation with is the situation with Kanye about the child. When she came over to her home, people didn't solve things. You still escalated the matter, you called, but things settled down there. Why didn't things settle down here? You go over and you're telling Kayleigh she did this and she did this. Like another thing I noticed in these women, it's like the whisper challenge, where you say a word and be like, this is an apple, this is an apple. By the time it reaches at the end, someone is talking about a pie or some coochie thing somewhere. Like you're like, where has that come from? That went on a lot, which made even these misunderstandings more. When Zari came in, most of the people changed whatever she said. I'll give you many examples. Starting now, what we saw on camera of what she said, she literally, but then people will be like, she said this. I was like, when did she say that? Like, unless they cut it out. But what we saw, that she didn't say that. You're adding soup, you're adding things to make matters worse. Why? You didn't do that in the case of you, Annie, and Kanye, but you escalating things in matters between you and Zari. Why? You already had that issue from the start, so it's showing, and you might not even know, girl, you need help. Moving on from there, of course, after that dinner, Zari was pissed. She sends a voice note to Kanye. Kanye waits for Nadia to come back from Mexico or whatever, and she goes, you know what? Zari did this and this and that. She does. She has not yet had the story. Kanye has, Nadia has her issues already with Zari because of this diamond saga. She's literally pinned against her at this point. Like this, she's not in middle ground. She's like kinda against her because she says she didn't like her the first time she saw her. Like natural hate. Like you are so calling someone like you do not like her without really a reason. Nadia, you chose the wrong tree to fight. At least give a reason. There are people had their reasons. Maybe they are misunderstanding, they had some reason. But you, girl, you didn't have anything. But you're like, pull off your wig. I'm ready to fight. Why are you fighting and why? We move on from there. So, of course, now everyone is in. Everyone is pissed as Swanky Jerry comes in. He wants to resolve matters between Annie and Zari. Calls them out. Zari goes, when they're showing us things she's talking about behind the scenes as that scene was going on, obviously she apologized to Annie, even brought her flowers. But the behind the scenes of Annie was like, I don't believe her. Behind the scenes for Zara was like, I didn't know I had her. I'm actually really sorry. So Annie was ready, like, no, I'm not listening. She was able to forgive or to get fine on with Kanye, but Zara, she didn't want to hear it. Already, you see, girl, you're not giving everyone equal respect, equal opportunity, equal listening ear. You already have like, no, I'm not going to listen. She's lying. Like, you already have that in your head. You don't like her for what? And then we talk about the intimidation coming in. So here we are. When before Zari came in, Queen Kanye was the queen of everything. They were like, yeah, Kanye, this, Kanye, that, you know. So billionaire queen boss lady comes in and naturally steals the spotlight. I think that did not sit well with Kanye because she was coming, she's the friend, she's everything. But after some time, she was literally, even Zari was like, this is the person I can talk to. But she was like a snake, literally. Zari will go want to talk to her about something and she'll go somewhere and change the words. And I'm like, what's wrong? What has happened? Because the Kanye from the second episode was on the Kanye moving on. It was a bit threatening, and not threatening, scary. And so here we are on the train. Zari is giving a speech and she says, I want to thank you all. No, the first thing first, Annie was late. She was late. And then first she comes and like, how did you get on the train, girl? And she's like, money moves things, money. When Annie does that, everyone is like, yeah, girl, money, let's go. If Zari does that, oh, get off your high horse. We are not your fans. Like you are literally acting the same way. But if Zari does something small, oh, she's on a high horse, she's over showing off, she thinks she's on Instagram, she thinks you have fans. But Annie has those things of also kind of showing off sometimes, and one's like, yeah, Annie. Like I said, I have no problem with how you're acting, but if you're to be in a certain way, put it across the whole pedestal. Treat Zari, Annie, and put them on the same scale. If Annie did that, like, oh, you girl, too much, we know we can also afford. But no, everyone was. Immediately Zari says something, oh girl, there she goes again. She thinks she owns the world. Like you guys were just so much against her. We're in the train, she's giving a speech. I want to thank you all for honoring my invite. Kanye goes like, my invite? What's wrong with saying my invite? Was it yours, Kanye? Was it your invite? For example, you called them on the ball and you talked. People listened to you, even clapped to you. She's not even saying something. She wasn't giving a speech. She's just saying thank you for coming because there were bad waters. People wouldn't have come, but they still came even there are issues that were not resolved. And trying to thank you guys for coming to that, even when that issue was there. Oh, you're now talking about my issue. And then, fast forward to the future, skipping that part, and she was updating Nadia about it when the train thing was fine. What did she say? I'm going to try and see if I can pull those footages here, but I might not be able to get them here. If you watch, you'll understand what I'm saying. She's sitting and talking to Nadia about that. She's like, Zari comes, she's giving this whole speech. She says, thank you for coming on my train, on my trip. She never said anything like that. She even didn't finish the speech. She was saying, thank you for my invite. Thank you for honoring my invite and coming on the train with me. She didn't say it's her train or it's her trip. She didn't. There you go, changing words to make someone look bad, and you want to make yourself look good. You were threatened. Zari on the train said, you guys are just intimidated by me. The aura I ooze just scares the S out of you. And then Annie was like, what am I intimidated with? The fake hair? I was like, what? You know, when she was taking that was something she said behind the scenes. And when she was shooting that behind the scenes, where she was talking about what am I supposed to be intimidated about? The fake hair. I laughed. What did she have on that time? Actually, in the whole reality show, I've not seen her without fake eyelashes. Anyway, move fast forward. I just shed some fake real hair here and there, her natural hair, yes. So I have dreads, I have natural hair, I'm not showing off. Anyway, she's there, she's talking about how what is she going to be intimidated about? Fake hair. Number one. She was putting on the Mkomboti hat, the one she used that chick put on when she was singing Mkomboti. And then she had fake hair underneath. And I'm like, of all the things you would have thought about, of things that should be intimidated, you think about fake hair. Like, is that how big your mind can think? No offense, but that was just laughable to me. Moving on. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the train where Zari was giving a speech and compare it to another time. So Zari is talking about how she felt bad because, of course, she confronted them, asking them what happened that day. I was giving a speech and people kept on laughing. When she confronted them, they stood up and left the table without saying anything. Right? They want to be heard, but they don't want to hear others. If someone's speaking against them, they don't want to hear it. But when they're speaking about someone else, they say she's not changing, she's not feeling anything. But they are doing the same thing. I was wondering, I'm like, fuck, what the fuck is even this? Like, everyone is not perfect, but if you're giving a chance to someone, give a chance to everyone. Why are you being so rude, so mad at Zari, and then you're like so lenient to everyone else? It's okay, we are friends. Under that word of we are friends, fake, Anyway, so the same first forward to the Bachelorette night for Annie. They called Zari. Everyone is in their pages with their names on, looking all nice in the silk, and then Nadia is, first of all, boring. One of the most boring characters in this series. She's never around. When she comes, she's just causing trouble. Everyone is trying to have a peaceful night, to have it forgotten. She brings back, what happened? Yes, she doesn't know. They already gave her like a whisper challenge update on what happened that night. But she still wants to cause trouble in the first because she doesn't like Zari. She wants Zari to always be hated by everyone. It's like so obvious on your face, girl. So that happens. And then what? And then everyone is talking, okay, I don't want Zari to be at my ship. Zari coughs. Nadia goes, do you need some water? And he's like, yeah, we don't want you to choke. What? And I'm like, hold up a bit. This is exactly what you did. Zari was talking, and you guys, so I was talking about, that's the same thing that happened. Zari was giving a speech, you guys were talking and giggling. And when she asked you why, you're like, you like, you want to cause drama all the time. But she did a little cough, and everyone was like, what? At her. Like, that's seriously hate directed to someone. Like, yeah, maybe that's something rude to do, because what you did also was rude on the train. But maybe I think like she wanted to just do something to figure out something, because she was like, no, thank you, nothing. Like, I think maybe she wanted to figure out if they're really hating me for a good reason or not, because she also tried to interrupt her speech. And everyone was like, yeah, are you thirsty? Are you did it on her? But when they did it, they didn't want to be told. Think about it. Come attack me, but think about it. Because I'm not taking side. I'm just talking about normal courtesy, human courtesy, manners. I'm not rich. I'm not famous, but I'm African. I'm a human being. I'm just looking at it from that, like, if it was a normal group of people. A lot of rich people don't even have friends. They just want to hang out with fellow rich people and pretend. But it's all about the competition. I have to make more money than this and me. If you find someone who's beating you at it, you're going to obviously have some kind of feeling towards them. You might not have felt it, but I'm sure you guys, when you're back there and watching this series, unless they left things out for us, you know where you went wrong. Because you remember at the wedding, Kayla was like, I kind of feel, but like when you step aside out of it and think about it, you actually start seeing that maybe you were too hard on her, you were too mean on her. She felt that even before the show ended. Now after the show has ended and you've watched, maybe I know how you people might be feeling right now, because she did mistakes, yes, but you guys went so hard and so rough on her. And when you have, if you one person and you have a pack of people behind you, you're going to make noise as if you own the world. And people gave Kanye the pedestal, as Nadia was busy, the one who is it like airs the furnace or something like that. She's like the furnace blower. She was the one every time you guys, really. So anyway, leaving that aside, so now we're still talking about Kayleigh, the white chick. Hmm? On the train, she witnessed what happened. They were like on good terms with Zari and DJ Nakey. And then, fast forward coming to the bachelorette party before everyone else comes, she comes and she's like, "Girl, did you know this about Zari and Dile? Let me tell you now. You know what? Like, I'm like, okay, sorry. I'm like, girl, like, pick a side and settle. Stop being everywhere. Stop lingering around. Like, like, what is happening? Like, girl, really? Okay, I know you're dating someone who's like a brother to her, but sometimes there's a girl called, I liked, I don't know what he was called, Kanye's guy. He was always there, but he was quiet. He's like, this isn't my business. I'm not getting in the middle of this. Sometimes if you feel like, okay, you're the both my friends, something's happening, so it's right, but I don't want to offend my friend, the best situation to do is keep quiet. But you're being reckless in that way. I didn't like that, but whatever. Do you, girl? I don't have much against you anyway. So pattern, I'm like, Nadia is still here. Why? Like, it got boring. She was fun, episode 1 first, but when this insecurity thing came in, the thing of like you just pointing guns at someone with no fucking reason, you want to go remove your wig, you want to fight for no reason, girl, you lost me there. You lost me. I liked you at the beginning, but that inferiority complex killed it for me. I was like, girl, bye. Girl, bye. I don't know what you're still doing here at this time. Like, what? She was even never in the show in the first one. Like, she was there, but just like the funnest blow and nothing else. Nothing else. Like, you didn't have a step, like, okay, yeah, this is the guy. At the first and second episode, I was like, yeah. But after that, I was like, where do you exactly lie? Like, what are you, funnest blower? That's what you got from me. That's what I got from you. The funny thing is, they wanted so much Zari to apologize. And that's the thing I started with. When you guys had a fight, Annie and Kanye, did you guys apologize for that thing about children? Children are important. You so-called love your children so much. But you can let go of whatever someone said about them. But just because someone asked you why you're laughing on your train, you're holding a grudge that can cause World War III. Like, why? Do you even see how you people you're calling Zari petty? But I think you're the ones who sound petty at this point. And the thing is, you know what she did? Zari, like I told you, she made a mistake. What she did, I did not like when she talked about we didn't bang water in front of two Baba. But then that's when she apologized, because I think also how she felt she did something wrong. When Kanye explained it to her, she's like, okay, I see from their person's point of view, this might have been wrong. She apologized for it. But now you still want her to apologize because she confronted you, because you talked and laughed when she was giving her speech. She was like, hell no, I'm not apologizing for being me. She didn't do anything wrong. Then I was like, yeah, don't apologize. She only apologized for the right thing, while she did something wrong. And that was talked to in front of someone's husband like that. That was so wrong, and she apologized for it. She took responsibility of what wrong she did. You wanted to apologize when she was not doing anything wrong. You wanted her. That's why she said, if she's here, find out that she's not coming down for you. Levels. So you feel so bad, you want her to come and apologize to you. For what? For what? Like, I don't see anything that apologize. She's not apologizing for what? She might ask, what did I do wrong? They can't even explain what she did wrong exactly, because the explanation were vague. I went to the explanation, like, I want to know, maybe something happened, I missed something. My invite, she went and changed things to my train, like she was sorry for keeping on coming and going, but I was still saying about that. She's not going to apologize. That was all cap. That was cap. Here they are accusing Zari of the drama at the wedding. But let's be real. Was Zari the drama causer? Like, imagine you go to a place and sit and people talk, cause drama around you, but then they say you're the drama causer. She's not the drama causer. You instigate drama around her. Kanye, you instigate drama about her. Nadia, you're the funnest blower. 2 hours are you blowing it, like, because if you guys just, like, imagine if that was done to you, Kanye. Like, when you talk about how you raised your child, and everyone went about it, changing ones, and they kept on blowing the funnest, you'll be the hated person here. And then everyone will be like, the drama is yours, but not truly. The person starting the rumor, talking bad, where there's no reason, is the drama causer. Kanye, Nadia, you're the drama queens right now. And you wanted so much to look good. Maybe you did for some people, but you didn't do for me. At times you did, but when that insecurity kicked in, it was just, nah. It was just, No, you're all queens. Why can you? That's the same thing that's happening in the rap game. That the things of, oh, Rihanna and Beyonce pinned against each other. Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, whatever. Every time like something comes up, men, there can be many people in the rap game, right? Drake, who, there are many. No one is saying shit like, oh, Drake is better than this. No, they can still kind of like hold their own in their respective industries. But when it comes to the females, it has to be one or the other. It can't be like 5 in the same place or many. It's always women are pitted against each other. This one is better, that one is better. But for men, they can do it 10, 20, and no one is going to care. But for women, if someone comes in, they're going to be like, no, so and so is better, so and so is better. But why can't it be like also the women can be many people doing the same thing and no one is going to pit them against each other? Like, why is that so hard? This is something is happening and the ladies are always wanting to compete against each other. That's the same thing that happened here. This is the same thing that's happened. Imagine if those guys just held hands and like, yeah, we're women in business, we're famous, we're rich, we're beautiful, and we are a team. You look at the men's side of it. When they had issues, the Andile, Swanky, DJ Nakey, all of them, they'll talk and they're back. They didn't have any drama much, right? But the drama is always with the women, with the girls. Why? It happens everywhere, like everywhere. You ask yourselves why. It's not society doing that. Even you yourselves are doing it against you. You look at a powerful woman and you feel intimidated. Can you be like, okay, maybe she's better than me in this aspect. I can learn a thing or two from her without feeling like she's overbearing. She feels like she's proud. She feels like she's up there. She is up there. Get up there if you want to also feel like that. Like, you don't have to start saying she's like this. Calm down. We are all friends. When you're feeling like the queen bee at the beginning of the series, no one says shit to you. But now someone has come in and she's just being herself. You're feeling, we are now friends. You don't have to say all that. We know we are. We are. But come on, like it was showing all V. You put out someone to be so bad when you didn't necessarily have to. Yeah, she did a couple of bad things, but I admit, you guys took it a little bit too far. You were a bit too being to her. And imagine you ganged up against her. You know the things where they said there are always 2 options here. First, weak animals always gang up to fight against a strong animal, or a hard always kicks out a weak person. It's one or the other, and we know which one was working in this situation here. Naturally, all of you people decided you had to gang up, because if you went one-on-one against her, I'm sure you'd have failed, hands down. So when you have backup, you get more courage. That's the last life. But imagine you did that and she still stayed strong. What does that say about her? She might have made mistakes, but at least she's someone who's confident in herself. You know what that would have felt like? One person being ganged up against anyone. That's how people get depressed. People have suicidal thoughts because they're like, okay, I have money, but it's well lonely here. People don't want to be with me. So even that's just strong mentality of when they did that against her, she kept on rising up. There's no time I saw her crying or feeling bad about herself. Not even a second did I see that. That's one strong African woman there. Because even small things make people get depressed, people commit suicide. You gang up against her and she's still strong like that. Learn a thing or two from her. Stop playing the victims. Yeah, we've all suffered. People have been cheated on. People have their husbands or baby dads have other baby mamas. Stop acting like you're the most beautiful person in this world. No, you aren't. Everyone has been hurt. Everyone has been whatever. Move on. Some of you all need help. Therapy worked for is working for DJ Neki and Kayleigh, but Annie, I think you might need to see one too, because I feel like they might have had a renewal of vows, but there was no closure to begin with. Because every time she talks about the situation that happened, she keeps crying. Like, you need to have closure. I don't think you did have that. You should. I actually hope you are happy. But the things that happened on the show, written or not according to what I saw, things weren't that great. I guess you got to see what your people thought about you.
Anyway, waiting for season 2 because I still have a lot to say, but girl, 30 minutes is enough. I done talked enough. Bye. Your opinions in the comment section. Let's see.
California love, I've been riding through the city in the Cadillac, getting faded off the Remy. Had a ugly little past, nowadays sitting pretty. I know I made mistakes, I just